So thanks for giving me this opportunity, and hope you are having a good time out here, because I think I'm the last speaker. Yeah. So can start now?
Yes.
Okay, here we go. So the theme of my talk is right now serendipity to passion. Like if you are interested in something, just explore. The opportunities will definitely increase because of what you are doing. And once you keep on doing, you tend to get better at it, you tend to enjoy it. And then, you know what, you develop passion for it, or maybe passion is there with you like before itself. So, you know, that's how you go on enjoying life. So this is me, like in 2003, that's when I graduated. I did my Bachelor of Engineering in Computer Science. And, you know, just like most of you here, I was like working at the time in a technology company. So happy days. But right now, it's a little bit different. I have a list of things that I have done since then. And I don't want to like really like read about all those what I have mentioned in bullet points out there. Instead of that, I want to take you through a journey, a little bit journey of mine, so that you can get a better perspective in terms of what are my life experiences, and maybe you can relate to it. First, I would like to talk about my poetry. I never used to be very good in poetry, but I practiced. I really loved when people complimented what I write. Then over a period of time, I came up with my first book of poetry, Song of a Bard and Other Poems. And, I got this published like 2 years after my graduation from engineering. And after my engineering also, I spent some time in a non-profit organization, Save Bombay Committee on Prakriti. This I was like involved in even when I was working. And when I was in China once, I got an opportunity to talk about solid waste management in an international conference. So that's what I talk about serendipity. Like by the end of the conference, someone who was in the conference, they told that, hey, you know what, next week we have another conference that is hosted by United Nations. We want you to come and speak over there. So there it started. Like I went to Switzerland twice. I spoke at Warsaw School of Economics. I spoke at University of Sharjah, University of Hong Kong, few other places. And I spoke on sustainable development, urban planning, and solid waste management. So these are the things, like, you never plan these things. They just happen because you tend to enjoy what you do, and over a period of time, things just happen. So, yeah, and in addition to that, when I was doing all this, I came across a problem. The people in rural India, the tribals and the nomadic people, they don't enjoy the fruits of electricity, actually. Like, even if the places are electrified, the amount of power shutdown is so much that there's a lighting, shortage at their homes. Children can't even study in the nights. So I came up with this, innovative lighting solution, and this was tested at IIT Bombay, and then later on it was implemented in 120 rural locations in India. And it got awarded the World Bank India Development Marketplace Award in 2007. It was one of the 20 projects that got awarded. There were more than 2,000 applications. It's an international level award. And this was on the night when we actually won the award. So, yeah, this was also not planned. It just happened. When I was giving all those conferences, like, when I was like involved in my non-profit, I came across this opportunity also. And you felt like spending some of my time on this, and I just did this. So, that's what I mentioned. You just be involved in what you do. And yeah, around this time, I kept getting better in my poetry. So I came up with my second book of poetry. And I still write. I still write a bit. But then this I consider, something very close to me, because I can relate to a lot of things that I have written at that time. And you might be wondering what I have been doing all this while when I was doing all these things I have been talking about. Well, I work. So I used to work rather. So I worked in telecommunication industry in global sales and marketing. I introduced a couple of mobile phones in India. Then I worked in global strategy and corporate finance. But when I was traveling all over since 2005, at some point of time I felt, no, it's not good. By the way, it's not me. So, I was always thinking, let me come back to India and do something, more meaningful. That's what I was having it within me all the time. But sometime at that time, I also attended University of Chicago Booth School of Business, I think one of the top 3 business schools in the world. There I got an opportunity to really be with the people who are extremely talented and motivated. So I learned a lot from them, classmates, faculty, alumni. And something interesting actually happened when I was in US. there was this organization called People for Lok Satta, which I was one of the founding people, and it was very small in 2009. It started in 2009. I was in the executive board handling finances. It just grew rapidly in US and also outside US in different countries. And that was the opportunity. That was the time when I actually came in touch with the political in reality here in India. Had multiple discussions with JP and few other people. Then I realized that maybe it's time to come back to India and actually start working on the ground. So I quit my job over there in 2012 and came back. I am working right now in Malkajgiri Assembly Constituency in Hyderabad city, full time on the ground. And I'll be running for 2014 Assembly elections from Malkajgiri constituency. It's a tough time out there because you know what, you know the reality. But then it's one of the strongest constituencies for the party that I represent. We got 20,000 votes last election, and in order to win, we need about 55,000 votes. It can be done. Well, every day is different. You know, you are right out there meeting with people, solving problems, hearing from people, learning from people. I am involved currently in two major activities. One is encouraging people to enroll, because people don't even bother to enroll as voters. So then they just crib about our democracy. So I ask people to enroll as voters. That's what I'm involved in. The second one is there are some lakes which are encroached upon, and I'm trying to sort them out, clean them up. There are some lake protection committees that I'm trying to set up. So yeah, in gist, serendipity, if you embrace it, then it increases your circle of opportunities. Some of them might be successes. You take some risks, then your life will be more meaningful, and over a period of time, you enjoy the passion that you'll be having for all the things that you'll be doing. So this is what I wanted to talk about. All of you have your own story. Just enjoy life. Thank you.